This is the end of the pull-out hose that connects to the underside of the faucet. You can see this piece is independent of the rest of the hose and needs to be turned by itself into the underside of the faucet without rotating the hose. You'll see there's a tiny little nut at the end of this hose that needs to be turned without turning the actual hose itself. Obviously it's easy with it not being under a cabinet, but that is the trick on making sure the hose doesn't kink, which can cause a leak. I think the reason why your hose was sticking previously was this crescent nut can be moved back and forth a little bit upon installation. You need to make sure that it's pulled this way, away from this hose as much as possible to cover the hole, because what happens is the hose makes contact with this connection nut and will dramatically slow it down. You can see here there's plenty of room in between the hose and that nut right now. The first time I installed it, there was no room, so it really is just a matter of loosening this nut and making sure that this is pulled as far away and leaving as much room under here for this hose to move around as possible. Your new faucet, hooked up, tested, ready to go. Rotates left to right nice and easily. No wiggle in the spout itself. The wiggle you're seeing is actually the whole thing because I haven't tightened the nut down completely. But as you'll see, I installed the new high floor aerator, and you'll see as I turn it off, one drip. I haven't seen it drip more than once. Oop. 2 drips. So you can see the high flow aerator really helps get there's residual water in here. There is a cavity in here, so the residual water will come out because this aerator that's under here is allowing more water to pass through with less force. So you can see there's not a lot of water left in the chamber. It's not coming out. You'll see that pulling this out is nice and easy. Doesn't take any difficulty. One hand, nice and smooth. And that's because of the nut on the underside being separated from the hose.